First place to visit was the bus stop. Why the fuck would you go to the bus stop? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. After all, this is where it all began. The road was empty as always. Only small dust tornadoes were rarely visible on it. I was ready to turn around and go back to the camp, but then I heard someone whisper, "Do not trust him." Someone was hiding behind the monument. Pioneer was sitting there with his back to me. And once again, the voice seemed strangely familiar. "Who are you?" I took a few steps towards him. "Stop. Don't come closer." For some reason, I froze on my steps. Somewhere deep inside, assurance came to me, and I understood that it's not worth arguing with him. "Alright, I'll stay here." "Have you seen him? Talked to him?" He asked nervously. "Who are you even talking about?" He was dressed in a Pioneer uniform. "You know who?" And I definitely didn't know. He was talking about the weird Pioneer I saw earlier. "Yes?" I answered after a few moments of silence. "What did he tell you?" Pioneer asked with a begging tone. "Nothing special." "Did he give you advices? Did he tell you what to do? Threaten you?" "No, nothing like that." Of course, he seemed pretty weird, but nothing more than that. Remember, he may not be alone, or more like he is alone, but you may meet here many pioneers who look like him. "And what about you? Who are you? Who are you hiding from? You will understand with time. Just remember, the most important thing is to find the exit." All of a sudden, a strong gust of wind came through, ripping leaves from the trees and throwing an old paper bag into my face. Guarding myself, I had averted my eyes. I looked back at the monument. The pioneer was already gone. At that moment, I got overwhelmed by fear. Real, almost material fear. I remember being scared during my first hours at the camp. But back then, everything around me seemed kind of friendly. Now, Sylvian Knock revealed its fangs, getting ready to eat me. And ahead, the unknown. My body was covered in goosebumps, my throat was dry, and my hands were shaking. I tried to ignore it. And he headed back to the camp. It was already dinner, but I had no desire to go to the canteen. After meeting the second mysterious pioneer, just thinking about the locals gave me if not fear, but definitely the creeps. I don't even know who or what they are. And even though nothing happened yet, it doesn't mean I can trust them. I stopped in front of the club's house, but then realized that this is not the best spot to be at. I could run into someone, which was not something I wanted to do at the moment. I was running. I rushed towards the forest and walked a few meters along the path before finally stopping. On one side, mysterious pioneer. Well, two of them to be exact. On the other, all other inhabitants of this camp who seemed absolutely normal. And anyway, my decision to stand back to let everything resolve on its own was under some serious pressure. At this point, it was clear to me I had to do something on my own. But what exactly? Everyone is probably having a dinner, so I have a good chance to make it to Olga's place without being noticed. So I had to first take my clothes that I wore when I got here, along with my cell phone. I'll be able to come up with a solid plan right off the bat, so for the time being, might as well hide in the forest. I leaped over the steps and entered the building. My clothes were right where I left them. My phone was where it was supposed to be, under the pillow. I quickly grabbed it and was ready to stuff it into my pocket. Then I noticed something on the screen. Message window was open. Text read, "You're wrong, Simeon. You are so wrong." I felt like my soul has left my body. I froze on the spot. What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Ugh. Oh, thank you, Steam. Like, Like Steam notified me that my computer had like 6 minutes of battery power left, so I was like, oh shit. Alright, so that happened. I was shaking and my blood was pumping so hard it felt like my skull was going to burst open from the pressure. It took at least a full minute for me to come back to my senses. Olga couldn't type the message. So, yeah. Or one of the pioneers. It's easy to figure out who did it. It's easy to figure out how to do it, even if they're not familiar with this technology. No, it's not. If you're not familiar with this oh my god. This guy's saying, have you ever seen an old person try to work a current, like a modern cell phone? Yeah, it's hysterical. It's like, what does this button do? What does this button do? What does this button do? I'm like, how do I call somebody? No one besides me should know where I keep my phone. This event was the straw that broke the camel's back. Our side of the house determined never to come back here. Night dawned at the campgrounds. I've been sitting in the woods for a few hours, shaking from every noise. The spot that I chose was far from the path, so it would be... No, it's not. You're back in the same place he took you on the hike. You dumbass. You can still find your ass, man. The spot that I chose was far away from the path, so it would be hard to find me. I was keeping a few plans in my head in the time being. To try and run, to kill every single person in the camp. However, on the other hand, one thought chased me and I realized that I shouldn't behave like that because of some strange pioneer, or even because of the message on the phone. All of this was reinforcing the thought that everything happening here was far from being normal. However, there was no proof that anyone in the camp had to do something with it. Could have stayed here until morning, lost in my own thoughts, but I heard footsteps coming from somewhere nearby. So, you decided to escape after all. What the fuck is up with this music? Why is it all eerie and shit? Oh god. Confrontation! Oh shit. Oh shit. Like, even though it's like a visual novel and it's like I have like absolutely no control over what happens with this character, it's like, yeah, I'm still fucking like tensing up and shit. Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I turned around but couldn't see the pioneer's face in the dark. Nevertheless, I was pretty sure that was him. I wasn't afraid then. More precisely, I was so physically exhausted that I was prepared for any possible course of events, and so I managed to reason appropriately and to maintain the conversation. I want to call this an escape. I answered with legs stretching every word. Huh? Then what's that? A tactical retreat? Brilliant! Oh shit, why is he smiling? Why the fuck you smiling? He burst into laughter. Listen, why don't you tell me what's going on? Who are you and what do you want from me? What did that guy tell you at the gate? So now you didn't even hear my question. You told me not to oh my god, you dumb motherfucker. Oh. Symbiote's like, oh, dumbass. You can't cure dumbass. So you can cure a lot of things, but you can't cure that. You told me not to trust you. I lied. But on the other hand, but on the other hand, I thought that's what it meant. What he meant. Well, this is always the way for him. Running away, hiding. I can hear irritation in his voice. I'm not sure what kind of circus you're running here, but I'm not going to be part of it. Oh, why? You're the star after all. I couldn't see his face, but I bet he was smiling. He's doing a part to me then. You know, I was like you in the beginning. At the first time everything went peacefully. Then I escaped, tried to understand what was going on, got mad, and even tortured them to get the truth. Oh, damn. Now, this game's starting to get dark as fuck, man. This game's starting to turn. This whole thing's like a ghost story. He laughed crazily. I shivered. But it was pointless. Continued to pioneer to calm me down a bit. Pointless. And then the lapses started. At first I just heard their voices from the distance and sometimes in my head. Then vague silhouettes appeared. Then they slowly obtained their physical form. And finally, they stepped into my world. I could touch them, introduce them to other pioneers. They all were different. Do you get it? Different. He started shouting. And it reoccurred again and again. You could get used to the lapse, but then I learned how to get into their worlds by myself to interact with the others. But it turned out that I'm not alone. There are lots of us. Today you saw at least one more. He fell silent. I didn't know what the question to ask and didn't want to interrupt his story, so I was simply waiting. A minute after he continued. It's not that simple, of course. And it's not always possible. Only under certain circumstances. When you feel strong emotions, for example. I instantly remember how I saw him the first time. The time when I didn't feel any emotions at all. Including the moments when when you feel happy. As if he was reading my thoughts. I see. So you're trying to say that there are several parallel worlds including the same camp with its inhabitants where I am replaced by you or the guy I met at the bus stop? Yeah, something like that. His answer didn't surprise me at all. In the end, it's clear that whatever happens here is beyond the limits of human understanding, and his theory didn't seem the most unusual one. You said that everything recurs. Yes, it recurs. And what will happen afterwards? They start from the very beginning. You'll wake up in the bus, come to the camp, meet Olga, the girls, Electronique. What happened to you, though it shouldn't happen to me as well. It happens to everyone. Once again, he laughed hysterically. And how many laughs have you experienced so far? I'll start counting them already. First I tried to remember them now. Maybe a few hundred. No wonder. It was very clear to me that this guy was suffering from a progressing mental dysfunction. You searched for a way out, didn't you? He didn't answer. That's what the guy was talking about at the bus stop. Because he understands damn nothing. He shouted. Because he's just like you. Constantly running away, hiding. What were you suggesting? If I had any suggestions, I wouldn't have been standing here and talking to you. Alright, but you were trying, weren't you? Are you trying to understand what I know? Since I've been around here for plenty of time. He asked cheerfully. Well, that's evident. Yes, I did try to run away from here. There. He was towards the forest. There's nothing there. Nothing but trees. When I had been walking there for several days and finally passed out, I found myself on the bus again. Same for walking along the road. It's endless. Talking to somebody about this is pointless. You probably already understood it by yourself. I did. I had it. If you try to explain your situation directly, I bet you'd just be considered an idiot. Or you try not to leave the bus. It's pointless. Sooner or later, but just the same, you'll be found. Aaron tried to spend all the time here. Aaron tried to spend all the time there. In the end, I fell asleep and everything started from the beginning. And what if you started by yourself and leave? No keys. And I don't have any carjacking skills. A cursed cycle. Exactly. Long silence fell. Finally I asked, and what about the people around here? Don't they raise absolutely reasonable suspicions? Suspicions? Laughter again. The only thing that's suspicious about them is that no matter how much you would tell them, they stare at you with their eyes on the stalks. People? I feared them at first, too. Then I used them for different experiments. And now I don't consider them as humans. They're all dolls, puppets. You can easily predict any reaction, any word or action. So they aren't worth fearing, are they? The one's worth fearing is yourself. He said softly. Do you know how funny it is when human bones are cracking? Do you know how funny it is when human bones are cracking when they slowly breaking from distension? It was like he finally lost his marbles. Listen, I understand everything, but I think that's a bit thick too. But it doesn't matter. Nothing about you is real here. The pioneer suddenly fell silent. Well, no, I don't agree with you. You probably think why I didn't check this all. Okay. You probably think why I didn't check this all by myself, don't you? Why I didn't try to reach the nearest village or town? Yes, I did have very such thoughts. Why I was suspicious, why I was doing different stuff instead of searching for answers. Well, yes. Forget about it. That's normal. We all behave like this for the first time here. How many others have you seen so far? At that many. Pioneers got lost in thought. About 10 people, maybe. But I'm sure there's much more of them. And is everyone like this? In fact, yes. Only the details are different, but the main thing is invariable. There's no way out of here. And by the way, you're just like the majority of them. The only thing that differs is that you have heard everything from me instead of experiencing that by yourself. I didn't know if I should have thanked her for that. Well, what now? Nothing, he said shortly. I closed my eyes and got lost in thought. That was a critical mistake. When I opened my eyes, I didn't see anybody just like the previous time. So I was clear what's going on now. But in fact, I'll get everything it said. Quit me to an answer. Yes, I'm not alone. Yes, everything recurs. But what's the reason for all of this? And what is more important? Where's the way out? The only useful thing I extracted from the conversation was that the local inhabitants were not worth fearing. And it was quite significant to me for now, since it was much better to sleep in a warm cabin instead of the forest. Outside, I took my things and headed towards the camp. As I was walking, the conversation with my fellow sufferer popped up in my mind every now and then. Why didn't I ask him about the message on the phone and some other stuff? There were hints after all. Even if I found some details out, I could have drawn some conclusions. However, our meeting didn't seem to be the last one. The lights were on in August's cabin. I opened the door gently and came in. Think of the devil. Here you are. Can't let aside said angrily. Olga, I'm so tired now, so let's delay our lecturing. Tired of what, I wonder? Of everything. I snapped rudely. Cantley looked at me with surprise. I fell in bed with that undressing. Simeon, a role model pioneer, shouldn't behave like that. How should he behave? Not like that. Cantley stumbled for a moment, as if picking the right words up. You should respect seniors. I respect you immensely, be sure. Simeon! Sarcasm in my voice didn't remain unnoticed. And now I'd like to sleep. Wait, By the way, how far is the nearest town? When does the bus arrive? I can't even get out of here. I asked in a surprisingly calm voice. There was no answer, and there shouldn't have been any. I said all this just in a way to get rid of her. Why are you silent? I'm tired. Let's talk about that tomorrow. Kinley got up and turned off the light. Yeah, it's all just like the guy said. Why did I speak to him so calm and analytically, I wonder. Should have been shivering from horror. This partner didn't have much credibility, but I had a feeling that he's unable to harm me. Oh, you fucking think that, huh? He's like, you and me, we're the same, but we're different. As soon as I thought that it would be a good idea to ask something else, lipstick took over me and I passed out. Damn, that was short. Day 7. Let me save it.